Yo, y'all better get hype. Gotta unmute the mic. There we go. We live. Did we already do our warning to the people?
Where we at, bro?
Did we give them a warning?
There we are.
Did you guys read the disclaimer?
Ain't nobody reading that shit. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Thursday night live stream with the Crypto Remora. We're gonna have some fun. We got a lot to talk about. Thank you guys. Thank you for being here. There's 16 of you guys in here right now. I'm sure we'll get a lot more, man, with this price action going on. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, make sure to go ahead and do so. Make sure you're following us. All that good stuff. Share all that shit. And yeah,
GMB.
My name's Wes, and we are with Sierra in the fucking studio. What's going on, Sierra?
Dylan, man, just giving a shout out to GMB and D early in the chat.
Let's go, dude. Diogo, GMB, welcome, my friends. Welcome. Not surprised to see you guys, man. Not surprised. Love it as always. XRP did go crazy. We're going to talk about XRP and what I'm watching. I'm actually watching XRP, Sierra. There is a potential move, big move coming for XRP. But what are we looking for on that? We're going to talk about it a little bit. We've got a bunch of shit to talk about, man. We got some charts to look at. If you guys have any charts, as always, post them in the live chat. We'll take a look at them when we get to it. Sierra, what's going on, man? How the market's looking? Just like that, we're above 60K again, huh?
I'm telling you what, man. I looked at, remember how I said that range 48 to 58? I was looking at us at 58, and I was like, should I open a short? Because my theory was we would stay in the range, and I was like, my spider sense was tingling. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it, dude, because I felt like everybody was looking at that resistance at 59K. I felt like the market makers were like, go ahead, short it. Like I just felt like they were waiting for people to short.
Yeah.
And look at us now rolling. So they might be wrecking the shorts right now. This could be a liquidity grab, man. And they might send us back down to the bottom of that 48K range. I'm just saying, I don't want to be bearer of bad news. I'm just saying, but hopefully not, dude. Hopefully I am wrong, and hopefully maybe this is a V-shaped recovery, bro. It happened with COVID. So if this is a V-shaped recovery, either way, I'm happy because we're pumping, dude. And I'm glad to see everyone's back. It's like, it sucks when things go down, but if you had a little dry powder on the side, you probably did pretty well on scooping some alts. They haven't pumped all that much. Were you able to scoop any alts during that little dip?
I did buy a little bit. Where's Crypto Holmes at, man? I know he bought a bunch of shit. Yeah, I was able to buy a few things, man. A few things that I'm still accumulating, but yeah, for the most part, man, I was trying to set up for the trade. I had a trade. I posted a trade this morning. I thought we were gonna, we were sitting right there at that point of control on Bitcoin, and I'm like, all right, we're probably gonna hit this and get rejected and fall through it. But yeah, I mean, dude, I got stopped out of that, and we just shot right through it, man, and hit 60K. That was very surprising. But yeah, we're looking at the next trade setup here, and we'll let you guys know what we're gonna do, and all that good stuff, man. All that good stuff. Also want to look at the S&P too, man. There's something that I noticed. XRP, I want to look at S&P, and then obviously we're going to look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and see what's going on there. Any trades that you're in right now, Siri?
So there may be. I haven't checked to see. I don't. There might be.
Sometimes those are the best trades, dude. The ones you forget about.
Leave it alone. Like
right.
Maybe.
Right.
No, I don't think I have any actual trades. Like I said, I was thinking about opening a small short at 58, but we were sitting so comfy at 59.5-ish, and I was like, nah, dude, market makers are gonna wreck the shorts right now. They're in that mode. But like I said, once we get into the TA and we look at what Mr. Lux Algo has to say, because I am curious about what Lux has to say, because It's good that I have my gut feelings every now and then, and I'm pretty good with my gut feelings on things. Better than my TA apparently when I'm day trading. But well, that's like my NFT purchases. We won't talk about that.
We won't talk about NFTs, right?
But I do have some good news on some of the alts. I think I'm just gonna do a quick recap on the coins.
Yeah, let's see what you got,
because
dude.
we love them here on this channel. You freaking degens, you know these are my personal favorites. Hopefully you guys like these too. I've been shilling the crap out of them for the last couple of weeks, but for good reason. These are the coins.
What's the new one you just got into, man? Did you
just get into a dude. Nero, dude. We got to talk about Nero. We have to have some serious degen discussions because there's a lot to talk about on Nero. But before we go into Nero, I just want to show you the little engine that is back up at 2.5 cents. So cracking back up towards 3 cents on NPC token. I got in this thing. If you guys were paying attention, I was telling you about this about 2 months ago, and this thing was under a penny. Only because I followed Chico's advice, to be honest with you. It's nothing that I did that was miraculous. But yeah, getting an immediate bounce off of this line here. I mean, this thing, dude,
that came was down here. Nice play, dude.
And I scooped some down here.
Yeah.
I scooped a little more down here, but I was like, when you buy a bag early and then like you want to keep DCAing into it, but it's like higher than when you first got in. You're like, man,
yeah, dude.
Only getting like, you feel like you're like, man, I'm only getting 1,000 of these. I don't even want to buy it now. Because before you were getting like 50,000 for the same price. Well, that's what happened with this. I was like, all right, I'll throw, 25, 30 bucks at it, whatever. And I'm like looking at it. I'm like, shit, that's all I'm getting for that, man. But you can't think of it like that. You have to think of it as, well, where are you in perspective? And if you look at the chart, this is where we're at in perspective. This is the previous resistance. I'm sorry. This is the floor previous resistance, if you were to ask me, right here. But you see, we jumped ahead of that. So let's just call this let's call this right here the current floor. This is previous resistance flipped into support. So we had a nice bounce here. We're headed back up towards the top of the channel. This looks like, I don't want to say it. It's almost an ascending broadening wedge, but the bottom of it goes down. Do you see that? I'm going to draw it real quick.
Yeah.
You can see if you were to just draw the line here, right? You could say, oh, that's ascending broadening wedge, but not so fast, because if you take the bottom, well, I guess this is you see what I'm saying? It didn't quite hit that. Well, we can make it what we want here on TCR.
Just move the line, man.
Just move the line a little bit. We'll just move the fucking line. There we go. Maybe.
Dude, I would connect it to that last high right behind that, man. You see that?
You're talking about backward extrapolate right here?
Yeah,
I could bring it back right here. So, but this is what I was going to say about this. Okay, technically, if you were going the other way, if you were going this way and you were doing all these damn graphics makes it laggy with all these ads. I'm sorry, y'all. But see, if you were going this way or up, you'd be ascending broadening wedge. This is not a descending because the top is going down. So what the hell is this?
Broadening wedge.
Just a broadening wedge?
Yeah.
Just straight sideways, if it's straight sideways, that's a continuation pattern, right?
Yeah, it's continuation.
And the previous trend, ladies and gentlemen, was up. So if it's a continuation pattern of that trend, this coin still looks good to me. Right about now, would I FOMO in and buy at this local possible top right here? Maybe not. I would be very cautious. I would look to see what Bitcoin's going to do first. But anytime you get back down to these levels again, if we do, would definitely be a good buy. And if Bitcoin holds and continues to pump, I would add some more as this being the new floor right here, this mid heart line kind of thing here.
Yeah.
So that's NPC, and I'm not going to do TA on everything. I'm just going to do a little bit of rundown reading prices. So let them cook, dude. 24-hour pump of 37%.
Let's go,
so
dude.
We're going to pull up cook.
Let's fucking go.
I know you're happy about that. Wes got a fat bag early of this coin, so this is a killer for him. Look at that candle, dude. Look at that candle. That's a sexy candle right there. and it's still pimping. Look at this thing. Nice, dude. That's a nice run.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that.
That's a nice run, dude. Let's see. What is that? 40%? Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take that. That's
Definitely
a nice little pump.
that.
Where do you see, because you were rocking, man, you were rocking and rolling up here, right? And then I guess this is when Bitcoin decided to roll over right here, and then bang, you touched the previous resistance only for a second and rocket shipped up there, and you're still pumping now. So this coin is showing tremendous strength as well. So that's awesome to see.
Yeah, high conviction play, man. High conviction play. Dude, I would like, honestly, man, I would recommend people to look at that. If you're watching, you don't have a bag of cook, man, like throw a little bit at it, see what happens, man, because now the team is fucking chads, dude.
This coin, on the other hand, is absolutely fucking wrecked. Okay, it's at $6 million market cap. It's at 68 cents, bro. This thing was at $20 like a couple months ago. And I'm glad I took profit here, but I am sad to say that my pattern did not play out. I'm not saying it's over yet, but
what is this?
This is Soul Chat, dude. This is the one that I was trying when I actually tried to use it, and I was kind of bummed out. I was like, wait a minute, this might be vaporware, but I don't want to say that too early because, well, this chart's wrecked, dude. There's nothing I can do to defend. This fucking thing's wrecked, right? It's wrecked.
Good entry.
I would like to see it come back, dude, but at 68 cents and only 6 million and the liquidity is 558,000. This may be a dead bag. I don't think I have that many of them. I think I only have like 8 of them, which would be enough to buy a half a gallon of milk, maybe. But still, dude, I was kind of hoping for this thing to get another run, but I don't know if this one's going to come back. This one we might have to have a moment of silence for. When is up 15%. 24 hours. I'm just going to read fast now so we can get to more content, Node AI at $1. Pepe still at 5 zeros, but getting a nice 17% pump. On-chain dynamics is still under a penny. Still a good buy, in my opinion. Hash flow kind of hanging around 13, 14 cents, not really doing much. Arbitrum, I think, got back above 50 cents. Let's see. GMX is at almost $23, so it came up a couple bucks. Nothing crazy. Grail token went from 600 up to 700.
You got
and Arbitrum's at 55 cents, dude. Arbitrum's been rocking and rolling 13% pump, so that's good.
Yeah, on the day, dude. Yeah, that's real good.
Say Chain is at 28 cents. This thing is got all the way down to 20 cents. And it's heading back up towards a 50-cent mark. So this thing is 21% pump. This is a good low cap trader, dude. Whether you're bullish on the chain long term or not, this is one of those ones where, if you miss Solana, I'm not saying this thing's going to kill Solana. I'm not saying none of that shit. I'm not saying that, right? I'm just saying if you miss Solana and you miss that little trade, and let's say the bull run happens, you could catch this thing running to $1.50, $1.60, and it's sitting at 28 cents, dude. So this thing could run again, and it's low cap, bro. They don't even have the freaking market cap listed on this one. So it's definitely an early entry type coin. But Nero, dude, I just want to talk about Nero with you real quick. So, in case you guys missed it, there was some people posted on X about Nero. Okay. And what happened was Nero is supposed to be the meme coin for the passing away of the original Dogecoin dog, Kabuso. I forget the name. But the original dog that passed away is supposed to be the owner's new dog, which is the original Dogecoin's sister. Okay. Which, how many times have we heard that shit in crypto, right? Okay.
Right.
So I FOMO'd in anyway, but I FOMO'd in. I said, you know what? I'm not buying the one on Solana because I saw there's 5, 6, 7 of them on Solana. I said, I'm going to ETH. I trust ETH more than I trust Solana when it comes to shit like that, especially a coin that was born on ETH. I'm not going to buy it on Solana. So anyway, long story short, I scooped some at 17 cents. It ran up to 26 cents within 48 hours. I was like, cool, I'm a genius, right? Then I wake up in the morning and I go to check Twitter, and this is what happened. You go to look at the account and you say at NEIRO, right? Because this is part of your what you do. And look at all these Neros. The original was Nero underscore Ethereum. This is Nero Wolf, Nero on Solana, Nero Sol, Nero on Base. And now this one says Nero token ETH. This is new. This wasn't here earlier. But all these copycats, bro. Like, and like 9 of them. And I was like, you go to Nero underscore ETH. I never remember where underscore is. Hold on. Nero ETH. It won't even show up in the search engine. So what happened was they banned the account. Okay. So the original one on ETH got banned and they suspended the account. And now this morning I was like, oh shit. And then I was wondering, did my coin rug? So I go on, Uniswap, and I was like, nope, my shit's still up. It's still tradable. There's still volume. It's still good. So that tells me 2 things. Number one, I don't know why their account got suspended. It said it was for violence or hate speech, of course. But I think that there's other tokens. And Wes pointed this out. Some of these shady devs on Solana, because you ain't even got to be a dev anymore to create a token. You can go on Solana and create a token. You got money, you can create a token. Right. So you go on there, and then they could say, oh, well, he's making racist, hateful comments on this Twitter, and they ban the original Twitter account, right? And then when they ban the original Twitter account, what does that happen? Then when newbies coming in want to buy Nero because they heard it, they search it, and what do they get? They get all this crap on Solana. So I don't know. I'm a little pissed off that the Solana chain has so much of that, because I feel like a lot of the noobs are going to get wrecked with that. So it kind of pisses me off that they're not allowed. I don't want to say that, because you should still have the freedom to do what you want. It's crypto. So I'm not anti-freedom creating a token. Don't be a dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just don't be a dick, dude. Like come up with your own shit, bro. It's just as easy to come. Like, I hate these scammers, man. Like Puff Dow, dude. Like, come on, bro.
We were talking about that earlier in the group chat. Puff Dow, dude. I think mine's still sellable for like $2 when I go on my Rainbow wallet. It says instant sell for $2 on.
That's my rant for the day, dude. I'm done ranting, y'all. But that kind of shit, it's like, yeah, it's freedom to do it, but like, they're so taking advantage of noobs trying to get in, bro. That could be a good little coin, that Nero. So I mean, it's still running, still pumping. It's just I didn't add it to Dex Screener yet. Scared to, because I don't know if I'm gonna get the right one and shit. But I mean,
it is shady, man. How they do that. It is.
Well, they just, and you know what I noticed? They'll have a coin on something come out on ETH, and then these guys just see, oh, it's out, copy it real quick, and then they'll make the Twitter page on before, but like not before the ETH guys do, but they'll like. It's just shady, man. I don't think they should be doing it. Like, if you're calling Twitter up and saying there's hate speech going on and getting the other teams banned and shit, that's just a bad move, dude. There should be some kind of consequences for that shit, because that ain't fair. If they created the original token, you're creating a copy, and then you lie on them, bro. You should get some kind of punishment for that. That's like, But yeah, so see this. You type in Nero, look what comes up, bro. You type in Nero, and this is what comes up. I typed in Nero on Dex Screener. What comes up? Nero Solana on Radium. And look at the market cap. It's at 11 million, right? Price is at a penny. But if you go over here,
it's not the same team. Like, it's two different things.
They're totally jacking the shit. This is not the right coin. So check this out. You go over here to CoinGecko, right?
Million. Yeah.
You go over here to CoinGecko and check this out. You type in Nero over here. What was the other one I said? 11 million market cap?
Yeah, I think so.
So NEIRO. Type this one in. Okay, boom. CoinGecko. This is why I like CoinGecko. And it's getting a little cool off too. But still, it's at 23 cents. Look at the market cap here. 240 million. So let's see who's the winner, right? Who's the actual winner of who's the real? Will the real Nero please stand up? The real Nero is going to be on ETH. I mean, that's where Doge was. But look at this chart, bro. I want to pull this chart up. This is a healthy chart, bro. This is a healthy chart.
When did it launch?
To this shit. Look at this. Okay, I'm not going to hate on this either. This is a hell of a pump on the Solana, right? But where you should be forming a cup and handle right here, what'd you do? You came down, but dude, people are still buying the shit. But I'm telling you, this thing's going to get rugged, dude. You got $1 million of liquidity. This thing's going to get rugged.
You should go to the website
when they're ready to.
Sometimes they'll have the same project on two different chains. So I'm wondering if you go to the website, if it would have two different contracts.
All right. So this is, if you go straight up from here, you click on Twitter, right? The Twitter link on CoinGecko. And I'll go back to the website in a minute just to show people, because this is part, of
the graph.
How you look at this shit, dude. Account suspended. See what I'm seeing? Look, Nero on Ethereum, account suspended. They still suspended.
There goes your boy, man.
And I'm rugged.
Oh, there goes your boy.
Yeah, we got our spammer in the chat.
Graph.
What's up, Ayaz Acquies?
Ayaz.
All right, so
Ayaz accuse. I wonder if you say that fast. Like, does it say something? Ayaz accuse. I don't know. Anyway, what's hearing?
All right, so yeah, so if we go down here to the website, there we go. So this is going to the actual website for Nero, which this looks different too. I guess maybe because I was on the phone. But this is the website direct here. And I'm not even going to click the shit, but if you click this link on X, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to take you right back to that suspended account. Sister Doge, buy now. It'll take you to Uniswap. NeroCoin.xyz. This is the real one here. In my opinion, who knows? I guess the market will decide who the real one is, but I don't see anything about Solana on here. Do you? Like,
no,
I don't see shit. All I see is Ethereum, Uniswap. I don't see like they're partnered with Solana at all, which makes me think that Solana is just doing what Solana does. And you got freaking asshole devs over there and, people taking others' money, and that's all right. Just, if you ride that pump on that next pump, that's good. I hope you make money. Just be careful, because I've been burned too many times trading shitters on Solana, so I just don't play that game no more. That's why I said I like Cook. I do like Cook, only because I know the cat's working with it and I trust them. And anything that Michi puts out, I don't know if you do you follow Michi on X?
Yeah, I do.
Wes, do you follow him?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Michi's got some good shit, dude. I'll wake up in the morning, and if I see a Michi post and it says like 30 minutes ago he posted something, if I'm awake in time, usually he's early though, but he'll say he'll flash a ticker, and dude, I'm telling you, bro, he's pretty good. I don't know if he's 100% of the time, but he is pretty damn good. If y'all don't know Michi, I would give him a follow, because some of these coins he calls, like I said, you wake up at 9 in the morning and he'll make a post and drop a ticker on you, and then you wait till like 1 or I don't know, like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. That thing will be ripping, dude. And I'm not saying to hold it forever. I'm just saying, you can get in and get out if you catch him, listing some shit. So this is a good follow for Solana. I trust him more than I trust anyone else on the Solana shit. But, GMB, we got the spammer in the chat. But, we always said we wanted one. We always said we would make. That's when we made it, when we got spammer in the chat.
We ain't even close, though, man. He's talking about GRT. He's talking about the graph. The graph. I thought Binance already had the graph. Maybe not.
I think it's a bot, dude. I think because he's repeating all that shit. It's a spammer bot. Can we get a mod in the chat, please? I don't know how that shit works. I know you're allowed to make people mods on YouTube, and they can like block the bots and shit. We got to get. Yeah. We're not that advanced yet, y'all. We're still.
Oh, I can do it. I can.
You got that? You know how to do it.
I'm gonna force GMB to be a.
I'm gonna put Ayaz in timeout. I'll pull a George on him. I'm gonna put him in timeout. I'll put you in timeout, and then he takes a sip of the coffee. He's like,
yeah. Right. So, yeah, man. What else is new?
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than the Nero FUD, I had to get off my chest. As far as the TA, I'm gonna let you do that, man. I'm actually gonna sit back and let you run the TA tonight. I just wanted to look at those memers. And Lux, of course. I want to see where the hell we're going, because at the time of start of stream, we were at 61. We've pumped up to 62.
We're at 62 right now.
62.2. Ethereum's at about 2,700. Total global market cap's at 2.3 trillion. I still, bull market not back on until we're above 2.5, but this is a very good strength. I mean, $200 billion just came into the market, just casually walked into the market today. I guess after all the stock trading and shit Pelosi did, she had some victory. She's, FOMOing into ARB and shit.
Yeah, apparently Kamala came out and said that she was going to be accepting crypto for her. Yeah, I mean,
that's special.
So now they think that the Dems have a leg up on the crypto thing, man. Dude, like, I think it's just way too late. Like, you're too late, man. That bridge is burned. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of new people coming in, dude, that really don't know the history. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna get a few, but the OG, like the people that have been here this whole time, dude.
No, the crypto people ain't stupid. But I will say this.
That damn dumb.
I will say this. The people that hate Trump enough to go, well, maybe, like, what I'm saying? Like the diehards that just hate Trump for just, whatever, that really, really hate him. Mm-hmm. Even if they're in crypto, I think that kind of level of hatred, it'll make them go, you know what? Kamala's doing some things with crypto now, and that'll be their justifiable thing to vote. Not saying that all Democrats are voting for Kamala, because you could be a Democrat and be voting for Trump this time. You could be a Republican. I'm neither. I'm an independent, but you could be either side. But if you're in crypto, common sense wise, you should know. If you've been paying attention at all the last 3 years, your common sense should tell you, not saying Trump's perfect, because he's like, at first he was like, Bitcoin's no good, it undermines the dollar. And then he's like, buy my NFTs. It's like, so a politician's a politician, but at the same time, at least he hasn't been trying to murder it. Now, granted, he's not in office right now, so he can't really try to murder it. But if you haven't paid attention to Gensler and what the Biden administration's been doing to crypto over the last 3 years, and you still go and vote for them, I think you got things that you need to reconsider in life, but that's just me. Democrat or Republican, it's just look at what the actions are. What are these people doing? Y'all remember what they were trying to do? I mean, with Gensler and shit, letting Gensler do. Remember who put Gensler in there? That was Biden. Biden put Gensler in there. So without getting too crazy political and losing fans, if y'all are Biden Harris people, not trying to offend you or nothing, but I'm just saying.
We still love.
Yeah, we love everybody here. Like I said, I'm an independent. I'm in the middle. I vote. But I am voting on the crypto shit this year. Like, if you're against crypto, I am not messing with you. Because you're done, in my opinion. You strike one, strike two, strike three. I will not vote for them because of what they did, and I'm not gonna forget what they did. Because it hurt the industry, bro. The FTX shit, all that. Come on, man. SBF and. Look at the facts, man. Look at that shit. What went down. Everybody relived that, man. Everyone went through that. Everyone's bags got hit with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So
we've been through some shit, bro. We have been through some shit.
You seen that meme, man? Bro, you seen that meme? It says millennials and he's smoking a cigarette. Matthew McConaughey, it says millennials have been through 9/11, COVID, and World War III, a depression, everything all before they turned 30. That's the funniest meme in the world, because I'm just like, damn, dude. Last 20, 30 years, if you're born 80s, 90s, you've seen a lot of shit. Like, I don't think it's that we've seen more shit than everyone else. I just think that we've seen more back-to-back shit in a shorter time frame. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a very short time frame, we've seen massive just craziness. And it seemed to have all started with Y2K. That was it. Starts with Y2K, which Y2K. Was that was a nothing burger, bro. Like,
yeah, that was my favorite band, dude.
Y2K.
Y2K. What?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Still kidding. Is
just joking. Got a couple of new people in here, man. A couple news.
I think Desire's been in here.
Yeah, Desire. He's been in here. What's up, Desire, man? Thank you for coming back and hanging out with us tonight, dude. But Tunse? I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce that, man. But thank you for being here. And we do like Ondo.
Lost 400K. Hold up. Lost
Jesus
400.
Christ, dude.
Lost 400K. All right. Tunse or Tunke. I'm not sure I'm saying it right either, but if you had $400,000 to lose, life ain't all that bad either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what that looks like, bro. So, but no, I mean, that's not funny. But, you know, Tony, you will get it back, Tony. Listen, that's what you're in this market for. You're watching the show. You're in here. You're going to get it back, bro. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
you'll get it back. You good.
Wes,
you good.
Wes, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Wes. Before you got into crypto, if you were doing your fucking laundry,
doing laundry,
and you let's say you had work clothes and then clean clothes or whatever, and then you were changing, then you did something and you lost a $20 bill, you'd be furious as hell, right? You'd be searching the house.
I wouldn't be happy.
You'd be looking for it though.
I don't know if I'd be flipping. All right,
let's say $100. Let's say $100 bill.
Yeah, that hurts a little more. Yeah. That hurts.
Let's say you lost $100 bill and you're like, damn, I know I set that down and that was all the money you had. You'd be searching through the house. You'd be looking for that shit. But motherfucker, now in crypto will lose $250 and justify that shit and be like, sorry, you know what I'm saying? I'll make it on the next one. Like, you'll shake it off because it's the investor mindset now because you know how to make money and you know that the game is, you know, you'll make 1,000, maybe out of that 1,000 you lose 100, 200, 250, but then you're still net 600 or you're still net 800. So it's good to see that shift in minds and not throwing money away on stupid shit. You know, it's like not wasting money on dumb shit like I used to. I put it to investment stuff and kind of keeps you a little grounded. But so you guys excited about this? Appreciate the support. Yeah, you're gonna be good. Life is like the charts, ups and downs. You damn right.
That's right,
You're
dude.
Damn right.
That's right. Tony, man, Tony. Yeah, we'll take a look at Ondo, man. That is one that we absolutely like. Desire says, what is causing the market to pump? Are we reversing the all-time highs? Let's jump into some charts, man. Let's take a look at it here.
We need to jump in because Wes is going to pull up Lux Algo so we can actually see what the trends are looking like. But I'm going to tell you right now, bro, since we've been on stream, I'm looking at it right now on my phone. Bro, total global market cap just went up another $20 billion. That means another 20 billion just walked in the room.
Look, we were talking about this, on Monday. When we dropped the 49K, that happened fast, dude. It wasn't like we needed a correction fast. It was like black fucking, you know what I'm saying? It was like a black swan event fast. Like, we dropped hard, dude, and fast. And I think that in my opinion, man, I think that could have been enough to satisfy some of the bigger, the bigger whales, the bigger money here. That could have satisfied their where some of the whales. That could have been the floor. That was the discount. So I did expect it. And if you look on chain, man, you look like on DeFi Llama. I mean, these whales, dude, they were scooping the shit out of Bitcoin and ETH, during that pullback or that crash. I mean, that's a crash, dude. We went down over 20% like in a day. So like that's huge, man. But they were scooping that shit up while retail was dumping. And that's just like, it's clear as day. You can see it right there on chain.
Lux, look at this. This is encouraging, y'all. So this is the $2 trillion floor on the total global market cap. You could see had a nice bounce, right? Started to come up, came back down, forming a double bottom, dude. Kind of, sort of. I mean, it's not perfect, but very similar double bottom right here in the total global. As long as we can hold above it, and we are above it now. We're at 21. Of course, the line to beat right now is 2.2, but we need to get above 2.5 trillion to really get that gusto and be able to go past 72K again. But in the short term, this is the weekly chart. In the short term, this is what the total global market cap. This is the daily, bro, for total global market cap. So this is the money coming in right now. Like, you're actually seeing it rocket from here to here right now. And that's what I just said on stream. This is what just happened pretty much. So Yeah, dude. Total Global showing some strength. If you go to the max chart, it looks like World War III started already. You know, it looks like a bloodbath because of this spike. But keep in mind that spike is what we just went through. That's what just happened, right? So that's where we were at, and then bang, we went 2 trillion. So if you look at the previous support, look at that, dude. 2 trillion. I mean, dude, I don't say we drop below 2 trillion again. I don't know. I think this is the bounce we needed. This is flushing the leverage out, and I think we're good to go. But let's see what Lux has to say, because you know I'm just throwing rocks in the pond, guessing with that. Let's see what the computers say.
The computers have to say. Yeah. So all right, we're gonna start off on the daily, and I just want to kind of play back what I saw today and the day before, and what I thought was happening. So. Monday we were talking about it. You can see it here. It's not going to line up because I was on, I think, the 2 hour, but there was a rising wedge here. We fell out of it. We hit the bottom of that blue box.
Can you switch us sides real quick? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all. All right, there we go. We're straight.
So yeah, we were at the, we came back, retested the bottom of that blue box, which was the previous low back here. So it was a swing low before we took it out right here, before we went into that discount zone on Lux Algo. And scoot back up into the blue box. So I thought, because we had this point of control, we had this high volume level here, and that's what we were sitting under all day today. But we did have that CME gap that was up there that we've just filled. We literally just filled it on the live show. So we just filled that. But anyway, we broke through that point of control. I got stopped out of my short here, but I thought we were going to come back and retest the bottom of that blue box. And before we started heading back up, Lux Algo right now is still under a sell order. But something I want to point out here, man, on the hyperwave, and I said on Twitter, I made a post and I said, if we get above that point of control, we break through it, and we go to 60K, and we can push past 60K, come back and retest it on a 2 or 4 hour time frame. You know what I mean? Like build support there. Then I'm bullish, man. I'm gonna long to 65. So that is my strategy. But there's a few things I want to see before that. So right here on if we look at the oscillator matrix down here, this is the hyperwave, this little gray line that you can see right here that just flipped green. So that's bullish, man. That's showing that momentum's flipping, a reversal's in. We're starting to push back up, but we are still in the red on the smart money flow. You can see it here. The thing about this, though, man, Siri, is like, you see how this is the threshold. You see these red lines here, red line here, red line here. So when we're far away from those lines, and you'll have it right here as well. When we're far away from that, that is a ranging. That means we're just ranging. All this other stuff is just noise. Like we're just ranging, right? So, but we are starting to push curve. We're starting to curve here. So if we go into the green, this is what I'm looking for on the daily for Lux Algo. I want to see the MACD flip, right? We're still bearish on the MACD on the daily. I want to see the MACD flip, which is starting to come over. You see the light red here, so we're starting to curve over. We have, I hate when I do this. Here, hold on. There we go. Sorry, give me 1 second. So yeah, we just put in like some massive bullish divergence. So we have the reversal signal here on the green dot. We have that massive bullish candle that we just put in here. That's a green candle. It's purple now because it's a signal, but so we have that happening, right? We tested the bottom of that broadening descending wedge, came back up, broke through the blue box. Now we're headed to 65 reversal. MACD needs to flip. I want to see the money flow flip into the green, and we got this bullish divergence. So that's showing me, dude, like we're headed in the right direction, dude. We just need to stay above 60K. If we can come back, retest 60K on some lower time frames, build up support, then yeah, I say long it to 65, man.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it. I'm going to tell you why I don't like it. I got 3 reasons why I don't like it. Number one, we did not.
What do you not like, first of all? What do you not like?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a PTSD of the psychology of fear getting to me. Of what do they call it? What do they call it when you disbelief rally, right? Okay. When you're like, oh, I don't believe it, right? I could be feeling that, but if you look from bottom to top from that sell signal, the reason I say I don't like it, the sell signal's still up there. I don't like that. Number one. Number two, the top of the green candle, I'm pointing to the shit like you can see it. The top of the red flag, the sell signal up there, the top green candle where you came down, where you fell. Look where you're sitting. If you measured from top to bottom, bro, that's about 50% correction back up. That's like in other words, the top, right there. If you go from there to the bottom of the red wick where it went down and then go halfway up, that's about where we are right
it's
now.
It's about 0.618. We're hitting the 0.618.
We're hitting 0.618.
We're hitting the 0.618. Yep.
That's strike number 2 for me, because I feel like we had that tremendous crash, right? Now we're relief rally up back to halfway, still under a sell signal. They wrecked. The market makers took money right there from the shorters, right? When we were at 58K, like I told you earlier, I thought about shorting and I didn't. I said, no, because at 59, we're at 59.5. I was like, nah, they're wrecking people. Look at that God candle, right? They just probably wrecked a ton of shorts. So what comes after they wreck the shorts?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, be cautious. I'm saying be cautious if you enter a long right now, because could they, in theory, could this be a freaking what do they call it? Bull trap.
Bull trap.
But I'm with you. I do like the MACD. The only reason I say that I disagree with myself on it is because the bottom of that huge MACD cross, dude. And if that's the case, like if that's the size of the MACD cross, right? And we went all the way down, we wicked at that bottom. It's like a fat boy jumping on a trampoline out of a bedroom window.
Right.
It's like it's like whoop, boom, and then so if this is just a halfway mark, this could, in theory, push us back up to our famed $72 or 72K resistance at the top, bro. This could slice through 65 like butter too.
Yeah.
So
I'm
sideways right now on my thinking, bro.
So we're looking at the bull case. We're looking at the bull case and the bear case. So right now, okay, so we'll look at the higher time frames here in a second, and then zoom out and see what we're looking at here. But as of right now, MACD, first of all, needs to flip. That is a bullish God candle. If we're gonna reject, if we don't push past the level that we're at right now, and we can't get to that, past that 0.618, then yeah, I think that we don't push through. Again, the MACD is still bearish. It's still in the red here. The smart money flow, again, it's still red. Like, we still have the money flows in the red. We still have the momentum, the oscillator here. That's still down here at the bottom below the 50. We still have red confluence right here on the confluence bar. But there's positive things in that, right?
Absolutely.
We have the reversal dot here. We got our bullish divergence here. Got a God candle, but we're at a point right now where something's got to happen. We either reject here, go back down, or we push through. And there's a lot of high volume here, man. This is what we were talking about before. It's got a little pushing to do, right?
Yeah.
But I do think eventually, man, like within the next couple of days, I do think that we continue up. I mean, in the long run, man, I think that we continue up, because we've looked at this theory. We looked at this, this descending broadening wedge, and we've retested it down there. And if you look, man, if you take a look at this, dude, like, this is our motive wave. We've pushed up. Right now, I just think we're doing a correction. We got 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave, and then we push past it. So this could be wave C on its way to continue. And that's what I think, man. I think, yeah, sure, we could reject the next day or two, or even a couple of hours. We could reject and go back down. But I think that we are still in a position where we could stay positive and continue looking for these higher targets. There's just a couple of things we got to do first before we do that.
I'm going to tell you right now, just in that short amount of time that we've been talking since the last update, total global market cap, 20 billion just left. So this is what I'm talking about, dude. This is why I watch total global market.
And that's the smart money, dude. That's
smart money. They made their money, and they're like, I'm out. I'm pulling my money right back out.
They're pulling money out.
And then they're going to putting it into freaking Pelosi stock. But anyway, we don't need them anyway. What I'm saying is, right now, what Wes is saying, I agree with. But when you move that over and you saw that resistance of the VPVR, whatever, where it's at on the right-hand side of the screen. When you brought that purple bar over, can you slide that again? Can you bring the God candle over to the VPVR or whatever? Yeah, bring it over a little more, like so it's on it, so it's touching it. Because it stays even with it, right? Even though you're moving it.
Oh, you're talking about like how I had it.
Yeah. No, move it like earlier. That. Go back the other way.
Let's see,
over a little more.
About right here.
No, bring it so it's touching.
Somewhere around here. No, I know what you're trying to get me to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to say.
You want the point of control where it's touching the candle.
Yeah. Because it's bouncing perfectly off that line. Like where we're at right now is bouncing perfectly on that.
I could just put the range in, but
it's hitting it perfectly is what I'm saying. So is it enough steam to get through that, dude? I don't know, man. I mean, I was bullish at 2.75, but going back down to 2.25 market cap and seeing them pulling 20 billion at a time out, because that was the magic number on the last problem we had was 30 billion. The same was pulling $30 billion out of the total global market cap every time there was a trade and then putting it into Wall Street. I mean, I was studying that chart like a hawk, and that was the number. It's not quite 30 billion, but when you're pulling 25 billion, it feels like it's the same, it's the same clown or group of clowns doing that. And every time they pull that out of total global market cap, they're taking the money out of crypto completely. So it's not like staying in stable coins or nothing. So that's another slight red flag for me, because if we can't hold 2.275 and make our way up to 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, we're not going to get up there. But I don't want to say it's impossible, dude. I'm just saying, like, I'm being cautiously optimistic right now is all I'm saying. Like,
gotcha.
Okay, it does look good with the God candle, though. I'll give it that.
That's a massive candle, dude. That's our biggest candle. I mean, we haven't had a candle almost this entire move.
No,
that was like that, and we filled that CME gap. That's a positive. And honestly, man, I just think that with that crash, with the talks of war. I mean, dude, did you see the Lockheed Martin freaking? Did you see the fucking chart on that? Like, it went absolutely crazy. Everything else was way down, dude. And it's Lockheed, isn't it Lockheed Martin?
Dude,
the weapons.
Lockheed. My grandfather worked. You remember Jack? So, he worked for LMT. He worked for Lockheed. When I got
up like 25%, dude, on the day. 25%. That lets you know that war is an issue right now.
My first paper trade on Robinhood, or I'm sorry, on Thinkorswim, was a week before COVID. I was doing the paper trading on Lockheed Martin, and I had options open at $455 Lockheed. And COVID happened, and I missed it by like, I think $15. I was off by $15 because COVID happened, but it was paper money I was trading with, but I had like $85,000 on the line. You know what I'm saying? I was like, if I had $1 million, I was like, let me put 80 grand on this trade real quick. And I lost my ass, but I would have probably done very well after that, because I still had, more fake money when you're paper trading. Who cares, right?
Right.
But they say it's not good to paper trade too much because your emotions aren't involved as much. So you have to get the real pain of learning what it's like to lose actual money instead of the paper money. But while you're learning, it's still good.
Yeah. So I think that. So what are you calling it, man? What are you calling it? If you had to make one call right now,
if I'm making one call, I'm saying that God candle we just had, for 3 reasons. Because of the MACD is not quite finished, because of the sell signal on Lux, and because of this previous jazz that we got going on, I say, and I can't really read on the chart, but I'm saying we go back into my range and we go back under 58K. I'm saying we have a cool off from that God candle. We go back down and we hit the range. I think they wrecked the longs here, and I think the market makers just wrecked the shorts. And now I think they're setting up to wreck the longs, and I think we're going to go back down into my range. Now, do I want that to happen? Not really, because I think if I'm wrong, and I want y'all to bet against me for real, because I want to be wrong. If I'm wrong, and this God candle's legit, and that bounce was enough, and it was all we needed for these whales to get that one last scoop before we go back up, I say we go back up to 72, but I still don't know. It's almost like we're using all the gas in the tank right now, and I don't think we go past 72. Even if we go up there again, I don't see us breaking through it this time. Look how much gas we just used. It's like,
I'm going to tell you what I think.
That's what I think, dude. I think we get a slight cool off here, which would be healthy. We just had a massive move.
Yeah.
And I think we go back into my range. That's my call for now, but I'm not 100% confident. Am I opening a short? Probably not. And then it'll probably happen. And then I'll regret that I didn't open the damn short, because that's what always happens. But let's hear. What are you thinking?
So my play is I actually agree with you. Just real quick, Lux Algo on the 2 hour, and in case anybody's trading this, Lux Algo on the 2 hour just flipped like mega bullish minus the smart money flow, but a lot of bullish confluence here. Top target is going to be about 64.6. And again, dude, we have a lot of resistance at 65, man. So possibly we go up to 65, have a cool off, come down, retest 60. That's what I think is going to happen. September comes around and maybe we range, between 60 and 65. Maybe we range, right? And then September comes around. The S&P just had a nice cool off. The stocks just had a nice cool off, man. I think that they were doing this almost in a way because they have to do something for this, for the administration, the current administration, right? A lot of people are saying that Harris doesn't know a thing about, finance or anything like that. So a lot of people are bearish on that whole aspect of it with the administration. September comes, 98% rate cuts. They're estimating a 50 basis point rate cut, and that's when we start seeing 72 and above. That's what I think. September is when they cut those rates, dude, and they're gonna have to. Like they're gonna have to, man. That
coincides with my October, November, December classic typical Bitcoin months. Best months of the year for the stock market, technically, and for Bitcoin. So again, all of this shit just lines up to October, November, December this year. So if you're holding low cap shitters, hold them a little longer, have a longer vision. Okay. Don't panic right now. Even if we go down, don't get impatient either. It's like, oh, we're not even going to 72K. I know, bro. It pisses me off too, because Bitcoin is worth that, if not more. But hold your freaking bags, dude. It's only 2 or 3 more months. Like, I don't know. I don't have a genie ball. I don't know. I say that shit, but it can't be much longer, bro. These market makers are running out of areas to trade Bitcoin. They're running out of areas. Even if they go down to 48, 58K, let's say I'm the bad guy, right? I'm the bad guy calling 48 to 58K range, right? I'm negative Nelly. Okay, fine. I'll take that. But here's the thing. Look what happened when they went in my range. They went in my range for what? A day or two, and Bitcoin's back at what? 62,000 and rolling. So even when they go to that range, the market makers are realizing that these whales are just scooping this shit up, bro. They're just eating it up. So, yeah, dude, I'm not bearish at all. Don't confuse what I'm saying with being bearish, because I am not bearish. I'm saying worst case scenario. These are my thoughts. Worst case, we go back below to 58 temporarily. We have a cool off from the God candle. We bounce around in there a little bit. Some more bad news comes out to justify it, right? Some more bad shit comes in the news. Oh, well, this happened, and that's why the market's tanking, and this happened. But either way, you've got less than 2 months until euphoria season hits. And yeah, dude, I'm just hodling, bro. I'm just hodling right now.
We've run out of room. This is the monthly chart on Bitcoin, right? This is the monthly. We've run out of room on this pennant, dude. Like,
yeah,
we're running out of space, dude. So, yeah, I think that would line up perfectly for September. Yeah. And then that's when we hit that second target, 76K, and then it's price discovery, man. And then we're gonna be looking in the 100Ks. But like, this is what everybody was freaking out for, dude. Like, this is still a beautiful, beautiful setup, man. On the chart, everything looks bullish. Under a buy. MACD still fucking bullish.
Yeah.
Everything looks good, man. And then Lux has the targets at 76. Yeah.
Is there room? Is there, again, we're at the top of that edge of that pennant, right? There's room to squeeze one more little red candle in there, maybe touch
right there
the
would
bottom.
be September. That's so I have my thing lined up. That would be September.
So that puts us where on the breakout? October.
Yep,
that puts us in October, November, December of price discovery. Let's go.
September, October. Yeah, I mean it could. Yeah, anywhere between October and freaking.
It's gonna
February
be a good
or something.
Gonna be a good Christmas this year, buddy. It's gonna be a good Christmas this year. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping.
Yeah,
I'm hoping this is it, dude. I think if Bitcoin runs what it should, and there's a little less manipulation and shit, and then they turn the money printer on. Forget it, bro. They turn the money printer on, dude. Yeah, we're gonna roll.
Let's look at Ondo for our new friend here. Jesus. Damn, Ondo doesn't even have a. This is Ondo. This is Ondo, Lux Algo on the daily. Let me zoom that out a little bit, get a better eye on the volume. So we've already hit our targets here. Lux Algo printed a sell signal on Ondo. What day was that? That was July. What was that? Yeah, August. Wait, what? What's today? Oh, August 1st. Yeah. So that was Thursday, right? We already hit those 2 take profits. And then there's a massive point of control here that we got to get over, high volume area at 82 cents. 82 cents. But the candles are still red. So red is showing that it's still in a bearish trend. So I would probably wait. I would wait until you got shit, Siri. Where would you take a trade on that?
I would wait till it gets above that level right there, above 80. Yeah. I want to see it get above that level before I enter anything. I would not long right here. I would wait just to see what it does, and especially because you're still at the mercy of Bitcoin, right? Just because you're trading Ondo don't mean that Bitcoin doesn't determine your future in the short term. So I would wait, see what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin drops, this thing rolls over again, and you're bullish on it, you get an even better entry. You're not going to lose anything on the pump, because let's say it goes long right now and it breaks through that little level. You still don't want to enter a trade till you get the bounce back on it, right? You want to bust through the level, you want to come down and bounce off. And then when you get that bounce, that's when you enter your long, right? So I don't think you'd be missing out right now on just holding tight. Wait to see what Bitcoin does. That's what I would do personally if I was in this coin. I wouldn't be selling right here, because unless you need the money and it's just short-term flip, you got to have the money. You know, maybe you take some off the table, but I wouldn't sell it right now. But I definitely would not long it right now. I would just hold tight.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. You're right in between these 2 high value areas, high volume areas. But we did all of these tokens, dude, came down into this discount zone and pushed up.
Very short-lived. Very short-lived.
This is what I would keep an eye on. Getting past this, like Sierra said, that's right there at where Sierra was talking about. Getting past that, flipping and then support, and then watch the MACD. If the MACD flips, then I would probably long up to that next level of 93 cents. 93
cents. That's a good little run in itself, because that's what, 83 to 93 cents. You
do 10x leverage. I mean,
yeah, that's a good little run.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's me and Wes both agree on that for as far as that move goes, for sure.
Oh, the S&P. Real quick, what did I see on the S&P?
Shout out to our viewers on YouTube, y'all. We got 6 viewers on YouTube, and we've got 219 on X right now at the time of streaming. So that is awesome, man. Tony says 10x that MFer.
On what? Ondo?
Let's go, dude.
Bro, I like Ondo, man. I like Ondo.
He brought 10,000 euros worth of Ondo. I've been hearing Ondo all year long, dude. I messed the boat on that one, I think. Maybe I'll jump in and FOMO with you guys. What the hell does it do? It's Ondo Finance, isn't it? Like a compound or Aave?
RWA.
Oh, it's real word asset. I like those. Nice.
Yeah, so here's what I was gonna show you on, because bro, I've been fucking learning this Elliott wave. So everything is a fucking wave right now because I've been learning it.
Right.
But
That's all you see now
that's
is
all I
Elliott wave.
see
Yeah.
right now. And even if it's not one, I'm gonna make it one.
You're gonna make
what
it
I mean?
one.
I'm gonna make it one. But like, I think that this one actually plays out because there's so many rules, man. But with the S&P, this is what I'm looking at, right? We had this nice little, and this follows all the rules. I've looked into it.
It's the 5.5 waves.
Is 5 waves, right? And it lines up, it matches everything. It's not breaking any of the rules. We hit that premium section, and now we're going into a corrective wave. So that also, in my opinion, that also kind of lines up with September. You know what I mean? Like, we just hit our first correction wave. And then we'll bounce back from that, and then we should have one more on that, and then continue to the upside. But yeah, I just because they're correlated, man. When S&P is doing good, so is Bitcoin. Actually, I kind of take that back because they lost some correlation there for a little while, man.
Yeah, they did.
So we could see during this this corrective phase, a lot of money flow into crypto, actually. So that's something to keep an eye on.
I did speak with someone because my brother works with a couple of people, and one of the people he works for is, he said, oh, well, this person is a stock trader, does day trading, and they have monitors set up in their room. Of course, I'm over there on the site there, and I'm like, oh, so what do you do? I'm trying to pick their brain and shit. You know me, right. I'm always trying to learn. So and I said, so what do you do, right? And she goes, I do wealth management. And I was like, oh shit,
damn,
big dog. I was like, damn, cuz. So she manages like big money, right? So I started talking to her, and I'm like, so is it, I said, in your opinion, is this all, this morning stuff? Because it was right when we had that crash. I said, this is all on the FOMO of the war, or the FUD from the war, all this stuff, all the negative stuff going on. She's like, yeah, but it is because of the war stuff and all the craziness going on. But she said the major thing was, she said, NVIDIA needed a cool off. Tech stocks needed a huge cool off. She said everything was overheated and it needed the correction. So this, in her, it was refreshing hearing that, because in her mind, it ain't even that big a deal. Like, even though it seems like, oh my God, Trump and the wars and all this stuff. Right. Keep in mind that the whales, bro, they're not phased by this shit. They have piles of money and they're buying shit on the dips. So it was cool to hear her tone. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I started talking to her a little bit. I was like, yeah, Bitcoin and Ethereum. She kind of looked at me like, like this. And I'm like, I know my whole market cap is less than $2 trillion. We're a little puddle compared to you guys. I said, but, we took a tremendous hit today too. And I said, but, the bounce is already starting to happen, kind of thing. We're already starting to come back. And she just kind of like looked at me like that. It's like Wall Street. When she did that, it reassured me. And I'm like, bro, that's a professional wealth manager. Wealth. When I'm saying wealth, I mean their clients have over whatever it is. They manage over $1 million per client or whatever. Big money, not small money like like I'm playing with, but big money. So, but to see the big money people go look at you cross-eyed with crypto still, I was like, I walked out of that house. I said, fucking right, we're early. I was like, we're early, bro. It made me feel good because I'm like, you know what? They don't even know what's about to hit them because it's a joke. The name Bitcoin sounds stupid. I love Bitcoin, but the name sounds dumb, right?
Yeah,
when you tell someone Bitcoin, they're just like, oh, that sounds retarded.
Yeah, but I remember the first time I heard it, and I thought the same thing.
Like, you're like, what a dumb name! Like, who invented that? What a stupid name! And you're just like,
CEO.
Yeah, who's this? Who owns it, right? But once you do your research, like Michael Saylor, he's like, there is no second best. I mean, he's obsessed. Like Michael Saylor is just. And God bless him for it. But once you get that bite and crypto actually gets a hold of you, you don't even look at it like that anymore. You're just like Bitcoin. And you look at them like they're crazy, and they're looking at you like you're crazy. But it eventually, it's technology, bro. I mean, if you're in NVIDIA and you're not allocating anything into Bitcoin or Ethereum, you're not doing your fucking homework, because if your job is a wealth manager too, and I'm not saying nothing about this person directly, he's a nice person, but if you're not paying attention to tech Like, you have no excuse to not at least have done your due diligence on Bitcoin and Ethereum if you call yourself a tech investor.
Yeah.
Just my personal experience, because once I figured out that Bitcoin and Ethereum was technology and it was networking technology, I was like, this ain't no joke. And I had to dive deeper. I was like, holy crap, this is real. Like, when I learned what Ethereum was, I was just blown away. I was like, holy shit. I was like, this thing is going to be like Ethereum is going
the technology. Yeah.
Just the tech, because all the other coins run on the ERC20 standard. Like, they all rely on Ethereum. When I found that out, my mind was just like blew up. I was like, oh my God, this thing, it's impossible for this thing not to moon.
Yeah.
Like, it's physically impossible for Ethereum not to do well. And I feel the same way about it, Bitcoin still.
Yeah.
So
that's what I thought, man.
We're still way early, bro. We're still way early. Tony said I could have made billions. Well, damn, bro, we got a whale in here.
You're going to.
You're still going to.
You're with Remora, dude. You're going to.
You're with us, and you remember, when you do,
just remember, I can cook too, man. I can cook too.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Personal chef.
Just remember your boys over here. Don't forget about us, little Remora over here, Tony, for real. But no, that's cool, man.
Yeah, that is cool, man. That is cool. Yeah, you'll make it, dude. You will for sure make it. But like, as far as S&P goes, I agree with her, man. We do need a nice little cool off, and we're starting to get it. And it's usually short lived, right? You can see in the past, like, it's usually short lived, but I think it lines up well with what's happening in the crypto markets.
Wes, Tony just commented. So can you put us on the side view real quick so I can put their comments up? Tony just had a nice comment. I know. It's like it chooses when to do it. There's a way to get us back on the sidebar, but see, that puts us back there. I don't know why it does that. It does it when we don't want it to.
Let's see.
Oh, hold on, y'all. Because I want to put you guys' comments on the screen. I like having you guys be able to see your own comments so the other viewers can see.
Can you see that?
See what? I don't see nothing.
You don't see me on the screen?
No, you're on the screen, but I don't see us on the sidebar.
Okay. We might have layout. Yeah, we might have to do it. What the hell?
No, that was me.
Scared the shit out of me.
I'm just gonna put this up so y'all can read, and then I'll bring us back up. So Tony says, but can ETH 10x though? All right, Tony. So here's what's up. What a great question. And GMB says ETH might 5x. Okay. So this is great conversation right here, Wes.
Yeah.
Because ETH is at, let's just take it where it is right now. 2,600. So let's just call it 2,500 for the sake of argument, right? Can ETH go to $20,000?
Yeah. Oh, I think it definitely could. I don't think it's going to happen this cycle, though. Yeah, if we're talking about this cycle, I don't know, man.
GMB says 5x. ETH will 5x. Can ETH 5x?
From where it's at now, yes. And it depends on where you're talking about, because a lot of times when people are comparing previous cycles, they're taking the all-time low of that cycle and stretching it to the all-time high, and then they're comparing cycles. But from where we are right now, so what? Our low was what? What was our low, Sierra? This wasn't it like 1,000? It was like 900, right? On this cycle.
I think I agree with GMB on this one. I think 12,500 is a very realistic target for ETH.
Yes, I agree.
But if my target of 275 gets hit, if my 275 Bitcoin gets hit, or let's just say when it gets hit, because it's going to hit, but when it gets hit, I'm not going to say when, but when Bitcoin goes to 275, Wes, you're the numbers guy. Let's just say you don't have to say I'm right, but let's just say it hits 275. What price does that put Ethereum at? Because I don't want to argue with myself. I'm still calling for $275,000 Bitcoin on a wick, on a FOMO wick. I'm calling for a tremendous cool off after that and coming back down to earth. But what does that put Ethereum at if Bitcoin's at 275?
So that would put, So, but that's what I'm saying. Like a 10x from Ethereum's bottom, because the bottom was at like $1,000. So yeah, you go. Technically, we go from 1,000 to 10,000. That's a 10x. But if you're talking about,
I'm not asking about X's.
now,
I'm saying comparison. If Bitcoin's at
no,
275, where's it go?
I feel like I have to put this information in there before I.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So, but yeah, that's how we usually do it. We say from the bottom to the top was a 10x. So like from here to the top, a 5x would line up with a 10x when Ethereum was, at 10K. So I don't know. I guess it depends on kind of what you're asking. But if Bitcoin went to $275,000,
Yep.
what would Ethereum be at?
Yeah, because you're the math guy. Wes is the math guy, y'all. He's the numbers guy.
To me?
Because you're the only one that can figure this shit out. I'm not good at it.
Bro,
I'm not good at it. But Tony, hold tight because this is important. Check this out.
We literally had to count on our fingers the other day, like on stream.
We still do.
All right, so if, where we are right now, what is the price? 70K,
okay.
60K?
Yeah, that's how you do it. You use all that fancy math
40.
shit.
Yeah, so it would be like a 4.5x for Bitcoin.
Really?
No, for right now.
Okay, so it would be a 4.5x. So what that?
An 8x. I don't know. Maybe it
so
does
that would
twice.
Put ETH. All right, hold on. All right, so that would be 2,600 times 8.
Mm-hmm.
That puts Ethereum at $20,800.
Exactly.
Now,
20K.
20,800.
That sounds
so if that's the case, if my price target of 275K Bitcoin gets hit within this cycle, which I'm still thinking will happen, on the wick, I'm not saying we're staying up there forever. That puts ETH around 20,800. I think that's possible. Now, Tony's next point says, check this out. You may be right, but I need 10x, 20x altcoins. Tony, let me tell you something.
Cook, bro. Get you some
Let me tell you something, brother. If ETH goes to 15,000, your altcoins are going to more than 20x, buddy. Man. I'm going to tell you right now, them altcoins are going to be 100, 200, 300. They are going to go absolutely ballistic, I think.
I'm curious what everybody's top is. What is everybody's top, man? Please post it in the comments.
Put your top for Bitcoin in the charts, because that way we remember who called what.
Yeah,
and we got accountability.
What's your top?
Let's hear the Bitcoin top. Let's say within, what's the time frame, Wes? Within a year? Within 1 year from today?
We'll say cycle top. Cycle top for this whole cycle. Okay, that's a good idea. Cycle top. What is the cycle top?
So that doesn't really put a time limit. That just says when's the top. Like
right.
Which
we won't know when it's the top until we go into a bear market. But
exactly.
Give me that Bitcoin. Give me that corn.
All right, top is 150. Okay. We got 150 for GMB.
See, that's what I said. I said 140.
All right, 150 was everybody's call last cycle. Chico and Lark and all them were calling for 150, and then we never broke 100. We hit 70, and then it was
yeah.
So that was everyone's call for last year, but GMB's got a good number there. That's a solid number because
I agree.
It's grounded and it's down to earth. I know mine's a little radical with 275, but I do have some theory to it, and I do have charting that lines up for the breakouts.
We've looked at it, dude. Yeah, we've looked at it, and
GMB says
140.
Yeah, might get out at 140. Absolutely. And this is the other thing I was saying about that too. If Bitcoin breaks 100,000, there's no way that the FOMO from these LARPers out here that are not really in crypto, but maybe they have a Robinhood account with like $20 a Shiba, those people come back, right? Once Bitcoin goes back to 100K and cracks above it, those people come back and they start calling your phone and asking you what to buy. And that when those numbers come in, that's what's going to give that next move up to the 150. Now, from 100 to 150 is easy. When you got retail, that's going to be easy to move Bitcoin from 100 to 150. In my opinion, I think it's going to be very easy. But to sell all of your position at 150 or 140 even, I think it's healthy to sell maybe 25 to 40% just to be safe. But to sell all of your bags at 140 would be rough for me, only because I'm still counting on that wick. But I'm a little more risky than most people, I guess. And I feel like that's going to be the ultimate wreck. I think the way they're going to really wreck people this time, and I've said this for 2 years, the last 2 years, I said, they are going to wreck people by making people sell too early. Like I feel like a lot of people are going to exit like $90,000 Bitcoin. People are going to sell all their bags, and then Bitcoin's just going to fucking rip up. Like I don't know why, man. I'm just saying, I feel like that's going to happen. Like I feel like that's how they're going to really wreck people. Like Wall Street's just going to know that price is going to rip. And when it does, they're not going to sell yet because they know, they can kind of sense these things. So they'll be like, nope, they're going to watch their money,
I think they're going to cheat early, bro.
You think Wall Street's going to cheat us around 100K?
Yes, dude, around 100K. I do, man, because maybe not all of their holdings, but like they're used to making 5% a year. You know what I mean? When they see that shit,
they might cheat out.
20%, 50%.
Yeah, they might be like, fuck this,
they're
man.
Done. Yeah, they're fucking done.
I could see that. But the difference is these guys are wealth management too. And these guys have been doing this shit for 200 years. So they're going to have a bag that they're not going to sell, right? They're going to have their 25-year bags, which they probably bought when FTX crashed. They probably bought their 20-year bags down at $15,000. That's really when they probably bought all their shit. When Sam Bankman-Fried, was doing his thing. When that was going on, I think they bought their moon bags. So, and I don't think they sell their moon bags at 100K. I don't. I think they don't sell their moon bags for another 50 years, for the company. But as far as, as an investment strategy part of their portfolio, you could be right. They could absolutely cheat out around, 97,000, and then try to suppress it, keep it below 100, keep it down. But if they do that, that would be even more bullish because then they would shake people out real quick. And then if you get that second leg up for that, remember how we got those 2 legs on the last bull run? You had that one top and then it came down and then you had that second top. Well, my second top theory is the 275. So let's say they go to 100, right? Come down to 85, go up to 150, crash through it. And people are freaking out, losing their minds, saying, selling their children when it's at $165,000. And then that's what pushes it up to 275, just the mania phase. And then all of a sudden it comes way back down to reality, down to 100,000 again. I know that's crazy numbers. I know it's hard to think, but if it was only $2, you wouldn't think it was so crazy. In other words, if we were at 61 cents, how hard is it for a crypto to go from 61 cents to $2 and then back down in the euphoric of a market? You wouldn't even blink twice. But I know it's a lot more money with Bitcoin. I'm just saying there is like $50 trillion floating around out in the world right now. There's so much money out in the world. And I think people underestimate that because you say, well, where's all this money going to come from? Bro, you know how much money they printed in the last 4 years? 75% of the total supply in existence has been printed in the last 4 years. That money's got to go somewhere. It's out there floating around. It's got to go somewhere. So you got to keep that in mind, bro. Don't underestimate and say, oh, Bitcoin's only going to go here. It's only, dude, people have money. There's money out there and they're looking for shit to put it into. And once it goes past 100K, bro, I'm telling you, FOMO is a powerful thing. Greed is real, dude. People get greedy and shit, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my god," and they're gonna go nuts, dude. They're gonna go nuts.
I think we'll have a repeat. We'll have a repeat of 2020, man. You know what I mean? We'll get that first initial sell off, only to come back and hit all time highs, price discovery, and I mean, yeah, dude. When we get to new territory, there is no telling where the price is gonna go. There's no telling what people are going to do, but GNB has a good point here, man. Some people buy Bitcoin to make money. I make money to buy Bitcoin. I'd rather opt out of the system than opt back in. And like, dude, that's how we feel. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I don't think the fucking Wall Street guys, some cash. They don't care, dude.
I want a little cash first to buy a couple more things that I need in real life shit. But I mean, after that, I'm straight. Like after I have my little piece of the world that I need, but I think I'm out. I'm good.
I think the point is though, you're still going to need cash to buy some of this shit. Maybe Bitcoin, people will start accepting Bitcoin, which I would never use to buy different things. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't use Bitcoin to buy a car or anything like that. But I think it's more of like the store of value, like it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? You're instead of a savings, you're putting it into Bitcoin. Instead of gold, you're buying Bitcoin. So that's the ultimate goal. And of course, you know, buy your luxuries that we all want.
Now Tony's got a good point on this. I don't know. I think it's best to go out completely eventually. Now, I will say this. When you've Tony, I'm curious to know, have you ever held the top? Have you round tripped before? Because if you have round tripped, that'll make you feel that way. You'll say,
it hurts,
you know,
bro.
if you hold your back, it hurts, bro. It hurts more than FOMO. It hurts more than, I don't know. It's just that's the most painful type of pain you'll ever feel is when you get in, you're solid, and then you watch your money go way up to the roof, and then you're like, oh, I'm rich, I'm a genius, and you don't hit that sell button, and it comes crashing down, and you're like, shit, dude. Like you had that money in your hands, but you didn't hit that button. So now you don't have shit. You don't have that money no more. When that happens to you, it kind of shifts your thinking. But just to comment off of what you said, Tony, getting all out eventually. That's what I'm saying is it depends on where you are, right? In your life, like what you're trying to do. Like if you're trying to buy a house and a car, make sure your kids are straight and make sure your family's good, make sure your friends are good. To me, you're in the acquiring phase, right? That for me personally, that's the phase I'm at. So for me, I need to make sure I'm straight, my family's straight, my friends are straight. I need to make sure my circle is good.
Yeah, everybody has their
everybody's got to. So for my situation, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to hodl crypto forever right now. Like I'm going to sell that shit for cash to pay for what I need. And I'm going to be straight up with you. I am going to. When I first got in, though, my mentality was I'm going to hold this for 40 years and I'm never selling it because I love my polka dot. But I shifted my mentality and I said, wait a minute, dude, holding this
polka dot, huh?
I had to, but holding that versus selling it and trying to take care of your, stuff that you got to take care of in real life. I shifted my thoughts there and I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta figure this out first. So for me, it's acquiring first and then selling out. And then at that point, once I have my goals reached, at that point, I believe that's when I'm going to say, all right, now I'm going to buy and hold for, 20, 30 years, even though I should have a little bit that I'm buying and holding now for a while. I'm really not. I'm going to try to trade these cycles a little bit first. My brother's taking a different approach. My brother is like, nah, I'm holding. And he's been holding some shit since 2020. So he's probably going to beat me. He's probably going to do better than me. Because that's statistically what happens, bro. Hodling always beats trading. Unless you're an immaculate trader, hodling, it takes longer. But the gains overall, in my opinion, just from what I've seen, is like, yeah, you could do a lot better than, over trading. But if you're good like Wes, Wes is pretty solid at trading, but we can't all be Wes. So you should keep a little bag to hodl. But interesting topic, man, to see where you guys are all at with all this stuff. Because it makes me feel good.
Man, I know. I love it, man. I love it.
I like hearing what other people are doing. It makes me make sure that I'm not, the only one feeling a certain way. Treating life a bit like Vegas. Got to have some chips. Got to have some cash to buy back in. GMB, absolutely. That's another hard thing to learn in crypto is having dips. Or having chips to buy the dip, keeping that 20% cash on the side, bro.
Bro, I heard an awesome phrase today. So I was watching a video, it was a trading video or whatever. And the guy's like, so basically what you want to do is you want to show up to the party fashionably late, but you want to leave before the fucking police come. And like, dude, that's what it is, bro. You want to be in a way, man, like jumping in a trade. You want to be a little late. You want to confirm that trade. And then you want to get the fuck out before everybody else does.
Before it gets crazy.
And that's kind of like, I mean, you can take that just in general, man, with crypto. You know what I mean? I thought it was a cool phrase.
Yeah, no, that's actually, that works for everything in life, I think.
Right, right. Yeah, man. Anything else you want to talk about, Siri?
No, I'm just glad. I was just having fun bullshitting with everybody in the chat, man. Thank you guys for showing up, turning up. You guys are cool as hell, man.
Yeah. Oh, if any of you guys, for the ones that are watching us on YouTube, if any of you guys are interested in trading or want to, get a little group together, we've talked about doing that as well. We're working on a Discord, so that'll give us a place where we can all go and trade and talk talk trading, talk DeFi, airdrops. It'll be really cool, man. So we're working on that. If any of you guys are interested, just DM us on Twitter and let us know, and we'll get the ball rolling.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I just want to say thank you to everybody yet again for showing up, turning out. You guys rock. You guys are always making our day better when we're streaming now. It's so much more fun to be able to talk back and forth with people.
Yeah, for sure.
We've been waiting for that for a while.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's right. All right, Sierra, I think that's gonna do it, man. Yeah, dude. Tony, man, come back, dude. We're here Thursday and Monday, dude. Monday at 12, Thursday at 7. Make sure you guys are following us on all socials at the Crypto Remora. Make sure you're following Sierra at Sierra Crypto and myself at Crypto MacGyver. We will, man. We
got you, GMB.
We'll get on that Cardano,
we got you, GMB. We ain't forgot about you. We forgot about you. We love you too, Tony. You guys come back Monday morning if you're around.
Yeah, we'll see you then. Peace out.